In this video, we'll be talking about increasing our efficiency when we work with arrays for multiplication. So arrays for large multiplication facts, like 8 times 6, can be a little time consuming because there's a lot of dots to draw. One way to become more efficient is, once you've drawn those dots, rather than going back and counting all of them, see if you can find some smaller multiplication facts that you know hidden inside your array. So for example, I see that this part of my array would represent 8 times 5 because there's 8 rows with 5 in each row. And I'm really good at my 5s. I know that that is 40. And then I can just add 8 more. And so I can figure out that 8 times 6 is 48 without having to count all those dots. But if you want to get really efficient with your arrays, you'll actually want to stop having to draw all those dots in the first place. And so instead of drawing dots, we can draw lines to represent them. So for example, if I need to do 7 times 8, I could do 7 rows, but to represent 8 in each row, I'm going to just draw a line and put an 8 there. Now, keep in mind to find a little shortcut to figure out the answer. You might recognize that 5 of these 8s would be 5 times 8, which is 40. And then you've got 2 more 8s, which is 16. And so 7 times 8 is 40 plus 16, which is 56. If this seems too difficult, it may help to break down the 7 and do lines that represent 5, and then dots to represent 6, 7, 8. This way, it would help you to be able to skip count by 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And you're kind of breaking down that array into 2 smaller pieces so that this piece is 3 by 7, which is 21. And then we could add that 35 and the 21 together to still get 56. This shortcut could really help us out a lot for big numbers like 26 times 6. So I could do a line for 20, a smaller line for 5, and a dot to make 25, 26. And then repeat that 6 times. And then I can figure out what parts I have. So I have 20 6 times. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. I have 5 6 times, which I know is 30. And I have 6 little dots that each represent 1, which was 6 dots in all. And so I can add these numbers up. And I'd get 156. That was a lot easier than drawing 156 little dots.